Hello ladies and gentlemen, CaptainShack here, and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. A game that I was one of the first people to spotlight a long time ago, and it's had a lot of work done, and it actually is coming out tomorrow to early access on Steam, so I thought, you know what, it's time to jump back in and see what's changed. So I spent about 4 hours, maybe 3 hours yesterday, kind of just having a good time playing the survival mode, and it's a lot of fun. They've done a ton of stuff. Now, the two games people are gonna be comparing this to are Space Engineers and Minecraft, because it's a great kind of mix of both, and it does some unique things of its own that I really like. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna load up, resume game, my survival world that I was playing with Alteran yesterday. Multiplayer is already in the game. We're using Hamachi to connect directly, because right now, the hosting options that I've been using, basically you just run the single player, so you got a new game, then you create your world, and then you have your buddy go to multiplayer, type in the IP. And we were using Hamachi just to get like a direct connection without having any issues with our router or any of that jazz. So that's an option if you're looking for multiplayer. I'm not sure what's going on with host servers yet, but as soon as I know, I will make a video all about it. All right, so let's get into resume game. We're gonna jump into my, my survival game. So when you start it, survival, you start off with a crashed escape pod on this planet, this desert planet. Now the atmosphere isn't breathable, so you don't start with any of the stuff that you see here. This is after a few hours of playing, kind of experimenting with the game mechanics. It's nighttime right now. In the top right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see that little arrow pointing to the sun. That's the sunrise is coming in 9 minutes and 40 seconds. So it looks like the sun just went down not too long ago. The day-night cycle, which is really cool about this, let me open the map, is based on the position of the sun and the planet you're on, because unlike Space Engineers, as of recording this video, they've actually got working, excuse me, planets that you can land on. But not only do they have it's not just one planet, they have planets, and they're actually making a procedurally generated universe for this. As of recording this, the game has a solar system that you can explore with an asteroid belt. I think there's a space station in orbit, which we'll show a little bit later. And there's a couple other planets and a moon you can visit, which is pretty legit. But this is me and Alti's little base. Now, there will be a video coming out on the channel of us building this base and our first impressions of playing the game. All right, so let's do the tour. First, let me walk outside. It is really, really dark. I got a flashlight here. Let me pull this out and go down the stairs. Now there's our escape pod 180 meters away, and that's what we started with. Now, on your escape pod, you've got the emergency supplies, you've got emergency rations, a couple bottles of water, some antidote pills, and it has a small, we'll just take a little walk over there. Hi. You're not hostile, are you? You're not, oh, you're hostile. Come on now, don't be like that. Don't be angry. Oh shit, are you hostile? I thought you guys weren't hostile. Is it because we ate your friend? Oh shit, and I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. Oh crap. Well, let's make some ammo real quick. Oh, unexpected. Why, George? Why would you do this? So, as you can see, there's life on these planets already. They've already got a really basic AI implemented, which has me really excited for what this game is gonna have and the potential of this game as they open up the universe. We might actually have enough. I can build some 50 cal rounds. 50 cal rounds are what your pistol. You will have 2 pistols in your escape pod, one on your person and one in one of the cargo containers. So we'll go ahead and make some ammo. I'll give you a tour of the inside of the base before we check that escape pod out. But we were able to build this after a few hours. We installed the lights, we built the armor plating. The way you do this now, in the escape pod, it has a mini version of this, which is your constructor. Let's pull out my flashlight. It's a little dark in here still. I need to get some more lights installed. But a mini version of your constructor. Now, you've got to power the reactor on. This is a reactor. There's a small version of this aboard the escape pod. You get your reactor powered up. Here's a fuel cell. We'll open up the fuel cell. You can see we got fuel packs in here, which we made with a resource that we found on this planet. But once you get your fuel loaded up into here, you'll be able to activate your reactor, and your reactor will spin and make noise, and you'll actually power your base or your ship, depending on what you've got. Everything works very similar, like you have vehicles, ground vehicles, you've got bases, and you've got starships, small and large starships, like carrier-sized starships, and they all work very similar way. You've got your small generator or your large generators, you've got fuel tanks that you fill with your power packs, and then you've got your factory assembly constructor. It's kind of like a giant 3D printer. We'll go ahead and open this up. So you saw I was making ammunition. I think the ammo is actually done being made already. We only had enough ammo to make 10, or enough resources to make 10 bullets. Damn. What are we shy on now? We're out of metal pieces, so I could construct some metal pieces, but it's, I have to say, like, we're gonna be comparing this to Space Engineers, and I have to say I like the menu system better than in Space Engineers. It's very easy to get through. If I want to make the weapons and items, I just click on this little tab, and there's all the weapons and items that my character can use. This is a large constructor, so it has more options than the small one, and there might be another level to construction. I'm not sure if there's another version of the constructor. But yeah, you can see here they got rocket launchers and sniper rifles. There's lots of weapon choices, and you saw the creature out there. Let me pull out my pistol here and reload it. Bear in mind, this is early access. This is still like alpha. They don't have all the animations in yet for the weapons. I can't look down my iron sights. That stuff is all probably on the way. Let me peek out here. Bob? George? Are you guys still out here waiting to kill me? That doesn't look like it. We got 6 minutes till the sun comes up. So this little box here, this is our cargo container. I mean, it even looks like a cargo container. We can open it up, poke around in here. We got a bunch of metal plates in here, so I can build some more of these. Metal plates are used to make these armor platings that you see everywhere. Got our windows installed. This sucker right here is a food processor. This is one of the last things that we built last night. Now I can access this, and you can make all kinds of ridiculous things. I mean, nutrient solution, I assume that's a farming item? Haven't done too much farming yet. I'll show you the farm we've got. We've got things like waffles and canned meat. You can make veggie burgers and normal meat burgers. You could make, what was it was like space beans or something I saw on here. Stomach pills, antidotes, ointments, because there's some creatures that'll poison you when they hit you. They kind of look like giant scorpions. It's pretty epic. So we'll walk over here and take a look at our tiny little farm. So here's our farm. I don't know if we're doing this right. We set it up. When you get your resources out of your escape pod, you'll find that there's some soil that you can put down into the ground. And there'll be a few things that you can plant, like corn and like, what is this, wheat, I think? Alteran planted all this. And then you've got a grow light, which I'd rather put this on the roof, but yeah, you got grow lights, which you can actually grow food in your spaceship or in your base, so you can, you know, feed and keep yourself from dying. So if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see my survival stats, basic health, food, oxygen, and then our stamina, which we can run around. One of the things that you can make in here is actually a cup of coffee, which I've got here sitting next to me, and that'll refill your stamina. So all this stuff actually does something. If you look at it, food, health, perish time, food does go bad. You're gonna wanna build a refrigerator to keep your food going. This is my plastic potted plant that I built because I thought it made it a little bit more homey. Let's walk outside. So the sun will be up soon. But what trips me out about this game, and what I really, really like, Bob, George, you're not gonna kill me, are you? No. We built our base on a lake, and the reason being is because on this planet, the air, the atmosphere isn't breathable. So what we had to do is we had to get ourselves an oxygen generator and put it in the water so it can convert this water into breathable atmosphere. So every once in a while, we'll walk up here and we're getting low on oxygen. We've got 27 bottles of oxygen ready to go, but I can't just take these and refill my suit. And we haven't built the item yet that you use to do this, but you can refill your suit by going up to well, we'll head on over to the escape pod and I'll show you. There's this block where you hook up I guess what's happening is I'm hooking up my, did I just hear growling? God, this planet is so creepy at night. Oy. But you can, you hook up the oxygen tanks, I guess what's happening, to this block, and it'll refill your suit. We'll run over here, and I'll show you what I'm actually, we'll wait till the sun comes up and I'll show you what I'm in, or get near this. We started digging a hole, I don't know why. We'll walk over here. Here's our escape pod. It's not a lot to look at. We've actually taken apart part of it. But here's our oxygen tanks. So we'll take our O2 bottles. We'll fill this up. It makes that leaking air sound every time you open it. I kind of like it, nice touch. And now here's the oxygen station. This is how you refill your suit. And your suit, I'll show you what I'm sitting in here. I kind of look like somebody out of, I don't know, it's like power armor / space suit. It's pretty legit. I'm hoping they allow us to customize our character later on. Let's walk up to this. Now that I put the oxygen, the O2 into the system, I can walk up to the station, and there you go. My oxygen's refilled. That's a little bit of basic survival. Now make sure that this thing is actually powered, and I can get in this. its systems are online. I can shut down the reactors, turn the whole thing off. Let's turn her back online. Power is drained based on what you're using, it seems. So if I were to fire off the thrusters, I'll burn in fuel a little bit faster. Here's our fuel tanks, just like in the base, but much smaller. And then here's our mini constructor. So you'll be able to build those basic things that you need, like blocks. To start a base, you'll use the base starter. I highly recommend you guys check out our first gameplay video that's coming out tomorrow. It's like our first 30 minutes in the game, and it'll show you some of the basics. I may do some tutorial stuff on this, though the devs do have a nice tutorial set of videos to teach you on how to play, because it's a little complicated. It's a little different than the other survival games out there. All right, so this tool right here is my tool to remove and repair stuff. So if I use it, and it actually has ammunition, I can start taking this apart and I'll get bits off the ship. If I right click, I'll actually repair the ship, which is kind of cool. It's like your welder in Space Engineers, but just a little bit different. Let's swap out to my drill. So here's my drill. You can guess what this does. It also takes ammo, which you have to make using the construction components. But we'll walk over here and we'll drill a hole. Yep, the terrain is fully formable. You'll be able to build underground bases. If you want to build Hoth base, you can totally do it. There's actually an ice planet up there. So let's swap out. Let's go ahead and swap out maps. We'll go into creative mode and I'll show you guys some of the atmospheric flight and the deep space flight and some of the larger ships that you can get. So let's back out and we'll go to, let's just go to new game and I'll show you the options. So survival, you only get one starting location on the desert planet, like I said. It'll actually give you the information on it. 32 degrees Celsius, that's like, what is that? 70, 65 degrees Fahrenheit, I think? I don't know off the top of my head. It'll actually give you the gravity amount too. Now this is exciting because once they have more planets, the whole universe to explore that's gonna be procedurally generated, we're gonna have planets that, well, maybe it has a breathable atmosphere, or maybe the gravity is even lower so you can like moon jump, or maybe it's really high and it's really hard to use your jetpack. If you noticed, we'll go into creative mode. I have lots more options to start. Let's start on Omicron orbit. You start in a space station, it's a research facility, and it actually has a capital ship on the outside. So go to start game here. But it's exciting that they're gonna come up with this stuff that you can explore. I mean, there's already so much in this alpha to explore. And when talking to Lartarian about this game, I was like, what impresses you the most about it? And he says, well, basically it works, and it works well. The issue that we have a lot of times in Space Engineers, like I said, I'm going to be comparing this to Space Engineers quite a bit. Let me turn on my jetpack and fly away from this base so you can see. I turned off my UI with F9. You can see it's actually not a bad looking game, but the thing that he said that really surprised me, and it's true, in Space Engineers, when you get larger ships going, when you get more people in a server, you start having all kinds of issues. I mean, the game is, yes, it's also early access, but it's very buggy. In this, so far, everything has just worked, and worked well. And they've already got AI implemented, they've got planets implemented. They may have sacrificed in the way of graphics, fidelity, but it works, and it works well. So if you have issues playing Space Engineers, you may find that this title, Empyrion Galactic Survival, works a lot better for you. It'll run on your machine. So let's look at this larger ship. I really do dig this ship too. This is one that the devs built, and they stuck it here so you can take a look at it. And it's not bad looking at all. I love the design on this. I've actually made, in my own creative mode, I've made a Y-Wing, just to see if I could replicate some of the classic sci-fi ships. But I mean, that's pretty cool. And it's big too. Like, here I am in third person. Let's go ahead and go through this emergency door here. We'll go on the inside, we'll check it out. But just real quick to show, you can go to those asteroids, you can mine them, they've got resources in them, right? They're fully formable, terraformable, whatever you wanna call it, right? They're voxel based, you could break them down, you could build them up. You can land on that planet over there, which I love that fact. I mean, then there's multiple planets in the alpha. There's a fire planet, an ice planet. Let's turn off my jetpack. There is gravity in here. I'll turn my UI back on. Another fuel tank. Do you have fuel? Not a whole lot of fuel. I'm in creative mode. If I hit H, I'll be able to open up my menu. You can see all the blocks that are in here, all the different types of weapons and ammunition types. But let's go ahead and do the filter, grab some fuel. Is it just me, or does the fuel pack kind of look like something out of Ghostbusters, like one of the traps? It's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Let's just fuel the crap out of this fuel tank. All right, there we go. Nope. These are auto doors. That's right. You can just walk right up to them. Now, where is the bridge on this ship? I don't actually know, but you can see the ship is fairly large. Let's go up here. Oh, this is like a grav elevator. I just noticed my jetpack isn't on, yet I'm still able to go up and down. Here's the bridge. Captain on the bridge. Some research stations. One thing that they have added in this, that's something that space engineers have never done, decorative blocks. Yeah, there's decorative blocks. And if you're wondering, yes, you can get decorative blocks in Space Engineers using the modding community, but it's just nice to see the devs added these little touches. Like I can have these computer monitors. This is actually an oxygen station, so you can refill your O2. Let's run around a little bit. What is this, passenger seat? I can just chill in here and look around? Yes, I can. Okay. We'll look out into the vastness of space. Maybe we'll land on the lava planet. Let's run up here. In the latest patch that came out, was it last night or the day before? Well, anyways, they added AI in space. There's drones out there that can attack us. Yeah. Captain the vessel. Now, I haven't actually flown this yet, but here we go. This mighty vessel. Can I go into third person? Sure I can. This is bigger than the space station down there that we spawned on. So, give the weapons a quick try. Some rockets. They do have sound effects, but I'm probably really far away. Let's kick on the engines. I've never flown this before. I don't believe you can take capital ships into the orbit, or onto the surface of a planet. I don't think so. We'll fly over here. And maybe let's go over to the lava planet and land on it. Where's the lava planet at? We'll land on it, and I'll spawn in my Y-Wing, and I'll show you guys one of the ships that I built. I built it in about an hour, and it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But yes, as I was saying before, the workshop, Steam Workshop support is on the way for this. I did ask the devs that, and they were like, hell yeah, but they're just not sure exactly what they want to make moddable. They've never, like, this is their first time doing anything with the modding community. So I say open up the game to modding support. Anything you can open to modding, do it, and allow people to publish their own mods. And make them easy to install if possible. I mean, it's one of the strengths of Space Engineers, and it would really behoove you guys to do the same thing. So let's get near this fiery doom planet. Distance to Estus, I guess that's what the planet's called. All right, we'll get close. We'll get in orbit, and then we'll take my Y-Wing down to the surface of the planet. 2,000 meters out. Emergency brake due to low fuel. Oh no! You cannot enter a planet with a capital vessel. Then what's gonna happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. I've never tried to bring a capital ship into a planet's atmosphere. You're just gonna bounce? It's gonna stop me? Are we gonna burn up? Oh! Oh no! Interesting, okay. So this is the new spawning mechanic if you die. Current location, medical station, starting point. Let's do current location, see what happens. All right, well now that we're back, I'm gonna spawn in the Y-Wing that I built just a little bit earlier, just to mess around with the designing your own ship system. So if you hit F6, that'll open up your blueprint menu. I've got two versions of it, so you can see the original Y-Wing kind of drawn out design. I bet I can build a better one of this. Just don't judge my horrible designs, okay? And then here is my Y-Wing finished, and it does take a screenshot, very much like Space Engineer's system where you can blueprint your stuff. I do like, though, that when you go to blueprint something, it asks you, what would you like to name the ship, instead of naming it something generic. It's pretty fantastic. So, all right. Let us go ahead and spawn this in. So if I hold Alt and I hit P, there she is. And let's turn my jetpack on, and we'll give you a little tour of my really horribly designed Y-Wing. Yes, my R2 unit is my reactor. That's what that little blue tube thing is. It's sticking out. But this has everything that it seems like you need. I haven't messed too much with ship design, so I could probably make this better. And oh my goodness, one of my wings are shorter than the other. Oh, I didn't update this design before I... oh well, that's no big deal. I had updated this. There were a few more details in my save, but I hadn't blueprinted it, so this is the older version. But no worries, no worries. Got a couple weapons installed on the top and bottom. I think these were, what are these? These are pulse lasers, and on the top are the rail gun that I've got. So we'll board the ship. I may not have a lot of fuel on this. Let's go ahead and set course. Heading toward Power usage 60%. Power left, 3 minutes worth. Okay, 3 minutes should be enough to get us there. We're only 3,000 meters away. I would like to see some type of inertial dampener button. I mean, there might actually be one, I'm just not aware of it. I don't think so, though. Where I could just drift toward the target. Yeah, see, I just auto-stopped when I let go. Let's see. I do have an RCS system. Maybe if I shut it down. Here's our, if you hit, what is it, P? Yeah, you can go to the control panel, you can see all your individual bits. All right, but we're about to come into the atmosphere. And there is an atmospheric effect. There we go. We've hit the atmosphere. I'm gonna raise the nose a little bit. Not sure if we actually take damage. I don't believe we do. And we're inside the atmosphere of the planet. Fiery doom down there. Now, while we're coming down and we're getting our lowering our altitude, I'm gonna open up the map. You can see how big the world actually is. And there's a structure over here that we can head towards. Let's head that direction. Now, when we were playing in our first 30 minutes, we decided, and it'll be in the video, we decided, hey, you know what? Let's go and check out this crashed alien ship that we found. It's like, what could possibly happen? Made myself an assault rifle and a few rounds of ammunition. I had an Alteran take point, and sure enough, there are these like flying drone death things flying around the thing that are activated when you get too close, and they chased us with miniguns. It was a lot of fun, but it's the one thing that I've been missing from space engineers is AI. You know, something else out there to make the world feel a little bit alive. So the BS Buzzard Station. Oh, I've located some resources, an iron deposit. Looks like it's somewhere below me. Turn open the map and actually see it. Ugh. Let's go ahead and land on this. Get a little closer, we can actually see the lighting. Is there a ship down there? There's a ship down there. I wonder if that one flies any better than my crappy Y-Wing that I built. Ugh. Let's take that for a spin. Bloop, out of the Y-Wing. Oh no, my Y-Wing! Never to be seen or heard from again. I wonder if the lava will actually destroy the ship over time. Like, will it melt it down? Nope, nope, nope. I know I won't die because I'm in creative mode, but let's go ahead and gank this ship and take a flight across the planet. The oxygen system. There's multiple cockpits in this, but I have to say, multiplayer so far, we've only played 2 players, but it has worked just fine. Minimal lag. We've only had 1 crash, and we played for hours. So yeah, I mean, pretty damn stable. So if you're worried about early access alpha, and you're worried about it not running very well, well, I'm telling you, whoa, what the hell is this? Oh, I guess I hit some type of limit to the planet. Let's look at the map real quick. I do remember reading something about the poles being locked off until they figure out a way to deal with them, or the transition. I'm not sure what's up with that, but the planets themselves aren't actually huge. Oh! Damn, look at how fast that moon is going. Is that because the planet is rotating incredibly fast? Let's look at the map and see. Oh, interesting. The galactic map and the galaxy map, like the solar system map and the galaxy map, don't actually work yet. Oh, look! Oh, that's cool. It's getting dark. It's pretty atmospheric. And this is early access. I mean, the devs have put a lot of work in this, and we've seen, from what I've seen so far, since the first time I played it to now, they have added so much to this that I'm really excited about what they're gonna be able to do in the future. I really am. This is 2 great crafting space open world exploration games in the works. And for my money, I would love to see more. Definitely would love to see more. So, well done, guys. Well done. Let's land. Let's land real quick and get near the lava. All right, we're bringing her down. There's alien plant life out there we could probably harvest if we wanted to. Shut down the ship. Pop out. Turn my jetpack off. I mean, look how cool this is. I don't have a flashlight. Let's grab a flashlight. Bloop. There we go. And you could build a base in like the, see, this is what I want. I'm really hoping that this game can support a large server, right? Like a dedicated server with 32 to 64 players, if not more in it. And then allow us to explore an open universe, all those players together, 4 against each other. When you build bases, you actually put down what seems to be like a faction block, and I wonder if that means we're gonna be able to create our own factions, claim territory, kind of like how Oh, there's another space game. What is it called? StarMade allows you to do. You can actually claim solar systems and planets and build on them. How cool would that be? I mean, I would host a server for sure, like an official XP Gamer server if that was the part. If that was the. Oh man, I am curious. Let's test something real quick. Can we grab a drill? Grab a little bit of ammo for the drill. How does the lava work? Does it move when we dig? Oh God, it does. Don't fall into it. That seems like a terrible idea. Ah, but it didn't continue to fill it. So that's something that they still need to work on, is make the, kind of like how Minecraft does it, where when you dig a hole and there's water nearby, the water will fill in the hole. I think that would be pretty cool, but again, early access. What you can play with right now, you can build bases, you can fight space drones and stuff up there. I mean, there's a lot to do, so I'm pretty excited about it. If you guys want to see more of this particular title, you want to see some more multiplayer stuff, like I said, tomorrow will be our first, it'll be edited down so you get all the exciting bits, but it'll be kind of like a Let's Play episode, our first adventures in this. Let's turn on the reactor and get this sucker online. Then let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming space goodness, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. In space. Well, I'm not in space, I'm actually on a planet. On a planet that's in space. Weapon test. I can check it. Any more weapons on this? Oh, just rockets, all right. Yeah, it's only got a rocket launcher.